Hey there, it's Andy Whitehead. In this video today, what I want to do is take you through the concept of moving from one-to-one, that's one-to-one recruiting, one-to-one prospecting, and moving into one-to-many. In these times of digital, in this time of while the abundance we've got online and in terms of networks we can leverage, we really shouldn't be focusing on the one-to-one. So this is what the problem is. This is what most recruiters do. They have themselves based up here. So here's recruiter one. And what he wants a prospect. So he's looking for a prospect. It could be a candidate, it could be a client. For the argument's sake now, let's going to call it client. And what he does, he contacts client one, then client two, client three, client four, client five, and so forth. He makes one call, one call, one call, and so on. So the problem he's got there is twofold. Problem number one is he's chasing. So the dynamic is completely wrong. The dynamic is wrong. He's chasing. So the power is with the client, the power is with the candidate. And problem number two, what he's doing, he's speaking to a client maybe once a month. He's chasing that client the second Tuesday of the month. And what happens? The byproduct of that is he has a poor relationship. He's in a position of weakness because he's chasing. He's built no relationship because he's contacting him once a month. And that is more or less a structure that most recruiters follow. Now, what they may throw into the mix is the odd email that goes out. So an email goes out maybe once a month, once a week, with a newsletter or something as redundant and as tiresome as that. We're way past that nowadays, guys, newsletters and so forth. And that's all they do. So the problem is they're chasing, the dynamic's wrong. They're contacting them once per month, just no relationship. And what that means is they're always spinning plates. And that's what I get when recruiters come to us. They're spinning plates. They're tired. They're frustrated. They're not getting the results. The phone isn't working anymore. Their email open rates are really, really low. So what you need to do is turn the dynamic on its head. So how do you do that? Well, you do it this way. Whoops, gone a bit too quick there. So what we want to do is we now want to focus you on the one-to-many route. So if you look at this in terms of a timeline, what happens is if you contact each of your clients and you're contacting your clients, you may be able to get through, say, 40 calls if you're going to go how to leather in a day. You got through 40 phone calls in a day. So the old way of doing things, there's our hero over here. And what he's doing, he may be making 40 calls a day. And he may get through to 2 decision makers. And eventually he may actually get a search and may actually get a placement. Now, how would it be if we turn that on its head? So instead of chasing, what we do is this. We create a lead magnet. We create a system whereby we have 100 plus clients attend a lead magnet. A lead magnet could be one of 8 different key principles. They could be an online webinar, it could be an event, it could be a podcast, it could be a series. There are 8 key principles to this. But imagine you've got 100 plus clients coming to your lead magnet. Now at this lead magnet, your position is the authority because the lead magnet is actually nothing to do with recruitment, but it's something that you're creating to add value to the marketplace. So what happens? Clients actually want to attend this lead magnet. You don't chase them. They attend the lead magnet, and if 100 attend the lead magnet, out the back of it, you're probably going to get around 20 new leads. So what you're doing is you're not chasing the the client, you're actually creating a lead magnet. Now to them, you're actually creating something that adds value to the marketplace. So as I say, it'd be something, so it could be anything along the lines of, so one of our current clients works in the financial services field. They created a lead magnet which is around the principles of the regulation that's changing, which is going to impact trading. And so the clients, that's a big deal to the clients, and they came to the lead magnet. Now what happens is we add value. We add value. So we add value to our marketplace. And we're not talking about a blog. We're not talking about a newsletter. We're talking about adding value with world-class speakers, presenters. Your job as the recruiter is to sell. Your job is not to become the world's best expert in your particular niche. If you were going to do that, you would become the engineer, you would become the Java developer. Your job is to sell, close deals, and get the green stuff in. So you leverage other people, and you do that by adding value. So you add value to the marketplace, you bring world-class speakers to your lead magnet, and then what you get is authority. But what happens is, when you create a cycle like this, so say you did one lead magnet a month, what would happen is this. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And what's going to happen is this. If you break your month into a cycle like this, it could be you can have your lead magnet on the third Thursday of every month. That's when your lead magnet kicks in. From that, you're going to have hot leads. And what you do is, you're going to follow up your leads in the immediate days that follow. And then your code 2 leads will be the week that follows. But this week that follows your lead magnet is when you follow up the leads. You've got a process in place. Up here, you define what your lead magnet's going to be. You get the relevant people on board. It could be a webinar. Then in these steps, what you're going to do is you're going to market it. And that's simply going to be using the strategies that we recommend. But this is where it gets really, really cool. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to bring that to the next session for the next video. I'm going to show you how you can get literally 1 million messages sent out endorsing your brand, promoting your lead magnet, and bringing clients and candidates to your events. So I'm going to bring that onto the next video. But what I want you to think about is the principle of, rather than going into each month of just making calls, doing the same thing, think strategically. If you could have a lead magnet where you get your 100 top clients together, out the back of that you get 20 new leads, out of that you get 5 new searches. Now the metrics will be different on for different individuals. But for us, we've had, in this process here leading up to the lead magnet, so we're talking about these steps here. Just this last week we've had one of our members of our inner circle. They've picked up 3 new searches. One was a $30,000 fee. One was $15,000. In fact, 2 were $15,000 fees from just this principle here, from this process, because they're marketing to their clients and to the candidates, but they're not talking about recruitment. They're adding value, and they're staying front of mind. So they picked up $60,000 worth of fees even before their lead magnet. Why? Because they reminded their marketplace are there, and they did the opposite from what every other recruiter did. They didn't talk about recruitment. They talked about the marketplace. They talked about the challenges that their candidates are looking to overcome. So their lead magnet is around creating a training which will ensure that candidates in the marketplace will be upskilled. So when they go to the clients, hey, we've created this training to ensure that the candidates we're going to present to you in the future are fully upskilled, because this particular niche is not available in the marketplace. We've put on this free training for our candidates. So there's dozens of different ways that you can use this. For this particular example, they picked up 60K. Put it in context, the previous 2 months, they picked up 0 fees. I am going to show you how some businesses have actually doubled their business implementing this type of strategy. But on the next video, what I'm going to do is take you through how you can get literally 1 million messages sent out endorsing your brand, endorsing your company, without you sending a single email. And the reason why you do that is you leverage other people's networks. You leverage other people's networks. So the next session, we're going to be looking at OPN, other people's networks, and OPC, other people's connections. With that said, Andy Whitehead, you know where to find me. I'll speak to you very, very soon. Take care. And as always, just take massive action. It's better to take imperfect action than it is just to wait for things to be perfect. They're never going to be perfect. Take action. Speak to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.